Harris, it would be take a real look at yourself. This is it. This is it. This next 40 minutes.
Well, he will have certainly asked to look after the ball a little bit better than they are and get to the right parts of the field, because what we've clearly seen with the USA, when they get into the right part of the field, they're very dangerous. So don't let him get there.
Behind you. Ready to go.
Ready to go. Second half of this one. It's a Saturday afternoon in Wrexham, just before 3 o'clock local time. And our first of two games today, Scotland and Italy coming up from Workington. We'll head back way north. And Wales, if they are to go on here, you reckon they have to score first. They don't want to lose touch with the Americans, because if they're to flag, if their fitness is to flag late in the game, I don't think that'll happen if they've got a good lead. Adrenaline will kick in and they will just surge. So try and break their hearts has got to be one of the game plans for Wales.
You do that with putting the horse before the cart first, and we've seen there that, you know, with likes of Patrick and Dudson there, just get to the other end of the field, rock the ball down the field, kick it well. Oh, get that in here.
There, over the top of Seamark. He's a pretty solid lad out on the wing. Barreto for Remo. And the Americans with the ball inside their 30. No conversions yet. The goal kickers, and Brian Noble picked it early, that it would be a big one for the goal kickers, could be the decider. If Wales are to score next and actually nail a conversion, they're two in front. Let's just see how that part of the game pans out. Played by Pettybourne. Samoa goes right for Newton. Doesn't think of running towards a gap. He picks out a defender just to run straight at in Walker. And now back to centre field, Paulo, and this is Hefo. Right on the centre of halfway. Last play it is for the United States. This time it'll be Priestley to kick. And Priestley's kick a little off the side of the boot. Won't be easy there for Rhys Williams to gather in. Did pretty well, 20 away from his own line.
Well, two decent exit sets from both teams, getting out of your own half, and two ordinary kicks, you'd have to say, which cleaned up pretty easily. So an element of nervousness. Nobody wants to be the person that makes the mistake or kicks poorly, but someone's going to have to chance around at some stage.
Now Frizzle up to halfway and over. Priestley's game, the halfback for America. He doesn't get out of the way, not by any means. He was there again to put some sort of tackle on. Pettybourne went a little high and is penalised. This is an early chance for Wales. Penalty 40 metres out. The tackle on Big Anthony Walker. And Pettybourne knew it was just in the careless category. Yeah, it's handled the right way, but it does give a chance for Wales.
It's real handy for Wales to get across the whitewash now.
Here they go, 20 metres away from the line. Started by Lupton, Seamark to centre field. And there is Dudson, and Tui Samoa and Lavulo make the tackle for America. 15 from the line. Play the ball was slow. Lupton, Seamark. Seamark straightens up. He likes the short ball, Seamark. Then back for Lupton. Just 8 metres away from the line. White gets to dummy half. Throws it wide. Beautiful footwork, Lard Patrick.
Is it a big game, Patrick?
Has he won defence and attack? Now a little shot from dummy half. Ooh, they're close, right on the goal line. They take on the Gold Coast, the goalpost padding as well. As out for Frizzell. He tries to get away from Priestley. Unable to do so. And another penalty on tackle number 5, this time from Tui Samoa.
It's a big penalty for the Welsh. They've got to take advantage of this, Vossi.
Lupton up for Anthony Walker. Newton is there with Samoa. The Welsh fans, they get the loudest they've been all day. Left side, Frizzell now with 4 Americans there to make the tackle. The Tomahawks under the pump. Now the Wales side get deep. Seamark out for White. The fullback was there. They cut out Evans. One missed tackle. It ends up with Webster. Webster got past one, but then couldn't position his winger, Elliot Keir. And they have a little stinky shot short side. But there in defence, led by Shipway. Still 2 metres from the line. Wales looking for points. It's been a while since they've been in front in this game. Now Gil Dudson to ground in the tackle of Lavulo. Last it is for Wales, and I don't know what the thought is on the last. It was a little slow. It's gone back to White. He's still got a chance. He's got in goal. White is over the line, held up on the last.
He's held up.
Held up. the last, Lloyd White's. I thought the creation of the play, I thought, he can't know what is the last. He just hit it from forward to hit up.
Looked like they were making the last play up. I didn't have an idea what they're doing. Lloyd White then took off and thought he got over the line. Didn't get it down. You've got to take your hat off to the Americans. 2 sets on their own line early in this half. Welsh can take advantage of this if they take more juice out of their tank.
Well, again, and Lloyd White, the fact that he was held up in goal, he came back and played it.
Yeah.
You've got to think he did not know it was the last. You know, the halves have to take ownership here inside the 20. And it's what has held back Fiji last night. Just that touch of class when the side's in the attacking zone. Same with France. Friday night in Avignon when they had an opportunity. They don't have a Joseph Paulo-like player who's run the show for the Americans inside their 20.
And you've got to say he has, Wilson. Anything interesting that's come out of their team is on the back of Newton or Pettibone or Paulo pulling the strings.
America back with the ball, and a good run here by Newton out wide, but nice front on defence. Royce on Welch. Welch became just a few years back. He became the first American-born player to appear in Super League. Priestley's got one over the top. Evans comes up with it.
Yeah, well done, Rhys Evans. Had to get there, didn't he? Priestley shouted his arm, a little short punt.
So over halfway, or towards halfway they go. Wales now.
Play the ball.
We're in the north of Wales and we'll be right down in the south next week when we go off to the Knoll in Neath. And watch Wales do their stuff in this Group D.
You can see that there's hands on ball. There's a strip down there. It's your team doing it, not me, okay?
As Joseph Paulo cops the caution, a team caution there.
Yeah, he's 3 penalties on the bounce, isn't it, at the start of this second half for USA. And all good captains asking the question, what are we going to do better, sir? What are we going to do better, Mr. Cummins? Stop giving penalties away, that's what he says.
And now Dudson with the ball, 20 from the line, 8 points to 4. That was the halftime score. We're 7 into the second half. White to Evans. Evans was almost away. And it was Paulo who made the tackle, the captain. Still with Wales and White to centre field. And Dudson's got another touch. Want to start seeing some of these big fellas offloading. They're just playing it safe there. Seamark thought inside, goes to there. Another pass on the grass. Dead set, it's frustrating. They've got it back though, and it's still a chance for Rhys Williams. He's gone. He lost his compass. He was left and right and south and north and east and west. Now Seamark, 5 away from the line. And Wales threatening again. Who's got the killer punch? Well, a run like that from Dudson. I'm not going to feed him tonight on that run. He just walked up to the defence.
With the foot.
They've got to pick it up here, Wales. It's all to play for. White, Frizzle is thrown down just 2 metres away from the line. Looked like they could have been an overlap left if they get a quick play the ball. They still come that way. White, Samoa came off the line. Now Evans with a chance, and he is tackled. Beautiful stuff by Pettibone down low. There's a fight in back play as Wales carry on with Lan Patrick. And play will continue. They've separated the players, although Tui Samoa wants to go on with it. Now Seamark. When Tui Samoa's kidding here, his team's defending their own goal line. What is he doing?
He was on his own.
Why does he want to get in a blue for?
Faraimo, he was out there wanting to punch holes in somebody as well, and his team, as you've got to say, they're defending there's 4 sets on the bounce, they've done this.
That's all right, mate.
Got to take a toll on their juice. Stay patient, Wales. Give them a tip.
I tell you what, I'll give the touch direct too for not bothering to report any of that, because it's not worth stopping the game for it. He went in there, the touch judge looked after it, while the referee looked after the rest of the game. We don't need to hold on.
But now there's Josie Paulo's talk to the referee, gets his team a penalty.
But if I am Terry Madison, I get a message out to Tui Samoa and said, mate, we're defending our goal line. Can you do that? Can you not get involved in a blue on the other side of the ground?
Yeah, it's worth a mention.
Number 14, getting settled down a bit.
Lefty side, 1 game short, 1 man short. In commentary today, Brian Noble, former Great Britain international and coach, and these days coaching up at Salford. Gee, I read where your owner wants to put a bid in for Sonny Bill Williams.
Yeah. I'm not going to stop him.
Does that please you?
I used to have a word with him, said, no, Marwan, we don't want him.
Last night we had Greg Inglis, he's signed to go to Cumbria. He's going up around that way.
2-0.
Must like the Cumberland sausage, doesn't he?
Wait.
Well, who wouldn't?
Go.
So America with the ball, and Priestley out in front of Newton. And as Brian said, the Tomahawks give them the rap. Their defence on the goal line for many minutes has done the job. That may well be the most telling period of the game that we've just seen. Straight through, it's in fact, no, it's called forward. Offerdale thought he had a chance here.
He had a thing, didn't he, Mr. Cummins? I don't know if it was a call or he got a call from the touchy or wherever he got the call from, but there was a bit of a delayed reaction there and everybody held their breath, and yeah, it was forward, wasn't it? But he's gone, Offerdale, isn't he? No, you're not. It's forward. Come back.
Just go out the back.
The crowd goes silent again. 10 minutes into the second half at 8 points to 4. It's an adventure to the World Cup for the referees. Ben Cummins, he didn't control the game down in Avignon, but he made the trip. There he is on screen. Now he's across to Wales today. And referees doubling up as video referees in the tournament as well, so they get a few duties. But past this stage of the competition, they don't know, or after the last of the preliminary weekends, next weekend, they don't know what's going to happen. Ben Cummins might get a tap on the shoulder and say, Ben, go home, pack your bags, you're not required. But that's the way, that's the way it should work. You know, incentive for the referees. It shouldn't be locked in who referees the quarters and semis just yet.
Are you trying to get me to feel a little bit of sympathy for a referee?
No, I'm just saying that, I mean, if you're all packed up and you're thinking, oh, we're going to have another week here in Paris and in London and the rest, as Reutz goes on a run, and then to have that all taken away and you've got to be out the door in 24 hours, your room key gets taken off you.
Yeah, I'm still not crying, bossy.
They shut down the movies in your room, you know, the sort of movies they watch. So,
Wouldn't even listen to Morgan Freeman and the voiceovers.
40 metres.
Referees should be anonymous, bossy. Even when they leave the country.
Okay. There's a special exit for them at the airport. There's, oh, White, well, that's forward, that's ball, and it's been called that. That's so untidy from Wales. I mean, Lloyd White, first of all, he was passing to a man. It was almost in his pocket, and he's thrown it to him in front. You can almost penalise him for deliberately forward this.
Yeah.
I know you're trying, but...
Who's going to get a grip of this game? They need somebody to stand up, sit in a red jumper and say, listen, this is where we're going, this is how we're going to do it. Let's camp down there and take some juice out of this mob. And for the Americans, they just look dangerous at the other end of the field.
Well, it's a commentator's job to call it as you see it. And with look, I've got to say, apologies to Welsh fans, but there's no point Wales making the quarterfinals if this is how they're going to play. You want them to get there with some form on the board, and they've got the Cook Islands next week, but they need to perform right now. But no win here, the campaign basically over.
Well, they've got to find a couple of players so they might be able to find their form for, you know, they're all saying his form is temporary, Bossy, but they've got to find a couple of players that can give them a chance of finding out whether it is temporary or not.
Shipway takes the Americans to the left, and again the ball is on the deck, and now back with it the Tomahawks, and well stepped away there from Lupton. It was nice and swift as Peterson comes in off the wing. There, troubles in the warm-up for Peterson, dislocated the finger. Got it strapped and has ended up with a try in the first half. Now Priestley to Newton on the inside run, got it away, great hands there, dragged in by Luani. He did extremely well under pressure. Joel Luani, now Samoa, there's one of those dashes for the line. He's only 4 metres away, and it was the last. Tui Samoa, he's wound up here. He'll want to control his discipline.
I'll tell you when to play it. This way.
That time it's his teammates cursing that he went for that play on the last.
Go.
We said in the first half, hard to get a repeat set here with these in-goal areas.
Right here.
Big run off down to the dead ball line. And Kopchak is back out there for Wales. He has to straighten them up.
Oh dear.
Kopchak and Patrick and Frizzle and Flower. There's 4 good forwards there. But whatever work they do has got to be converted into points somewhere.
You have to say Patrick's played his part as well. He's carried the ball pretty strong.
Centre field they go with Flower now. 25 metres away from their own line. Still 8 points to 4. And Wales without a point. Well, the metre would be ticking over 30 minutes now since their opening try of the match. White's going to kick from inside the 40. Peterson looking into the sun. Over on that old grandstand side of the ground. And back he comes, Matt Peterson.
We need some inspiration, Bossy. We need somebody to... We're playing in short sleeves, most of the guys, but somebody needs to roll them up a little bit further and say, I'm going to change this game for my team.
And Faremo played it for the fullback Freed, and away he goes, just pushing into the back of Budworth. The little fullback. Inside the Wales half now, Tangaloa. He's had some good moments and some indifferent ones in the game, but more good than bad.
They've been a bit smart, the Americans. They're getting their outside backs in there and taking a bit of workload off the forwards, and then they nearly just released, didn't they, on the inside ball, Paulo.
And now last tackle 30 metres away, and Paulo's ball. Evans is going to go for it. No, oh, Evans, no pressure, has lost it. Picked up by Howard, I think it may have been. Was scooped up there. They're close to the line. It is a full set to work with. They won't even need one. And the man, yeah, call him the man. Joseph Paulo scores for America. 12 points to 4. An error off the kick by Rhys Evans. And Wales don't regroup.
Oh, here's the error from Evans. It's a shocker. Drops it. Soloi. Joseph Paulo has to do catch. Disorganised Welsh line because they're trying to recover from the drop ball from Evans. I think it's Ben Evans out on the fringe who's in an unusual position. Actually, Gil Dudson in an unusual position. And the man of the moment, Joseph Paulo.
Wow, 12 points to 4 now. The margin outside one converted try here at Wrexham. The home of the North Wales Crusaders, today the home of the Welsh national team, who are in serious danger of dropping out of contention at the World Cup. 24.5 minutes to go. Might be a case if America get one more after this. That's all over with the fans in the background. Arms folded, serious looks.
They're not happy.
There's no singing in Wales today.
Stop moving.
So kick 21 metres out, 7 in from touch. He's none from 2. He's hooked one. He's pushed one. By rights it should go straight, but it doesn't. He takes that one to the left. Well, it went straight left. 12 points to 4. 3 tries to 1. Don't know whether they've got any other goal-kicking alternatives, the American side.
Well, you'd give anybody a go at the moment, wouldn't you? You might as well. There's a much chance. 0%. I've worked that one out.
Spin a wheel, eh? Spin a wheel. Put all the names on a wheel, and there you go. Like a chook raffle. So the Tomahawks are with it. Let's take stock of the situation. 24 minutes to go. America 12, Wales 4. The Tomahawks on a 4-day turnaround from their opening match on Wednesday night when they beat the Cook Islands. And might I say, finished scoring the last 2 tries of the game to seal victory. Offerdale and then Priestley. If they match that sort of finish, well, Wales are no hope. But do they have the petrol in the tank, having played just 4 days ago?
I just think the way Wales are not looking after the ball, they're giving them every reason to have a lot of petrol left in the tank.
Oh. And Paulo to centre field. And now, you know, you talked about your bench. Soloi rather has come out there and is having a dig at them. Offerdale has been strong all the way through the game. Priestley kicks, spiralling one it is. Evans, well, that's good. That's good for his confidence to get hold of that. It'd be dirty on the last one.
6 out there.
He's a good runner of the footy.
Here, 7, 8. Good 8, good.
Strong ball carrier.
This time with Webster. One out running's not going to be enough for them. Time for White and Seamark to set it up. High tackle.
Jeez.
It was high tackle.
French guillotines then, I thought. That was Soloi, was it?
Been a while since we've seen one of them. And Wales, well, look, if they can ever get themselves in front here, you'd reckon the crowd will suddenly lift. It'll be an entirely different environment.
Yeah, they need a score, Bossy. There's 23 minutes on the clock here. Get down the right and get over the whitewash and watch this place take off. That's got to be their goal.
Wait there, 6, wait.
All righty.
Go.
40 metres away, they start here. And White to centre field. And nice and busy in the centre there.
Hold. Go.
Luani up. He put some shoulder into the tackle. Good run followed up here by Jordan James. So Tua's got them to centre field. Now build on it. Seamark frizzled, knocked down by America. Knocked down by the centre. Taylor Welch.
There was a knock on there.
Well, that was clear as day. Well, I don't know how. Well, Specsavers is the sponsor. I think they need to provide a pair or two. They've missed that. The hand of Taylor Welch. And now America lose. This is going to hurt. Penalty goes against Wales.
Everything's going against them.
You're all over him, Craig. You're all over him. Doesn't matter, you're all over him.
Poor old Craig Kopczak goes up to Ben Cummins. Makes an appeal. It's a hard argument to win. I've said it before. It's like arguing with the missus.
It's double whammy, wasn't it? One they didn't get, and then it's just so painful when you're playing out there.
Back here. Go.
It really dent your enthusiasm.
Taylor Welch takes the first one. 8-point margin. Strong defence. They're looking for anything to cheer at the moment. The Wrexham crowd, and they're not going to cheer this. Another penalty conceded. Ill discipline from Wales.
You forced that out, mate. You forced that out.
They're just desperate for the ball, aren't they? And trying every trick in the trade to try and get it back. All they're doing is giving free position to a team that can exploit this.
On, Craig,
they look good on their execution this part. But let's have a look, see what happens. Royce has got his hand on the ball, and
Clean it up in that ruck.
I'm not sure.
Alrighty, now the defence of Wales will be put to the test. Priestley, you'll be looking out for the 6 for the Americans, as Luani is playing a role in the back row now for the Tomahawks, with Samoa still the dummy half, and this is Samoa with his feet moving as fast as he can, and his strength has carried him over the line. Tui Samoa. Video referee Phil Bentham, who's dead set, had very little to do today. He's doing a crossword up in the box. He's now being called into play. Maybe it's a bit of Sudoku he's doing, but I reckon there's nothing wrong at all with this attempted try for Tui Samoa.
Right, we're checking for obstruction, please, so we need to see the build-up to this, please. We'll go back to the grounding if there's no obstruction.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay, here we go. It's 8 there. Take it back to the play of the ball, please. We've got the lead runner. So 8 goes past. Pro, if you could just pause it there, please. Take it back slightly, please. And forward. Okay, it looks sufficient depth there for me. We can run back through to the grounding, please.
No drama with the instruction and the grounding. I mean, this is in slow motion.
That's held up.
The second
and the ball's on the ground at that point.
He's on the goal
Okay,
line.
Ben, we're going to come to the screen for a try.
And this is not quite a fatal blow, but it's getting there for Wales. This is going to be their 4th try, the Americans, and an easy kick for Paulo to put them more than 2 converted tries in front. Well, maybe Air Force One is getting warmed up, and Barack Obama is putting his plans on hold for a trip to the United Kingdom for the quarterfinals. Or am I taking it too far?
Maybe a little bit. He might send his deputy. Is Hillary available?
How about myself, Bill? Send Bill over. Send Bill to come over. He'd do. He'd love it over here.
Well, he needs to kick this.
Alrighty, this is for 14 in front. Surely he gets this. Paulo. He sacks himself if he misses. And he has got it. A shock scoreline for America. 18 points to 4 as we go into the final quarter. The team on a 4-day turnaround at their first ever World Cup, having beaten France in the warm-up, then the Cook Islands, and now in the box seat against Wales.
Well, Samoa wasn't going to be stopped there, was he? Dragged 4 Welsh defenders in the end over the line with him. It was a great finish. It's do or die time now. If it was at the start of the game, it certainly is now for the Welsh. They've got to chance their arm. They've got to play a little bit more football.
Italy and Scotland to come up this afternoon, the second match of our doubleheader. And spirited running by the Americans to start this set after the try, the first run, while Solowai, who again will say has really done his job off the bench. Faremo took the next one. In 3 tackles, they're 15 short of halfway. They lead by 14. Priestley, solo eye. I know you see incredible comebacks in rugby league matches these days, but it would be some sort of miracle if Wales came back from conceding another try here. 14 stuff, anything more than that I think is impossible. As Offerdale went forward again, freed in support. This is a side growing in confidence. Last tackle for the Tomahawks. Paulo on the left. He's deciding on the cutout ball, which fair dinkum cuts out everyone. Almost cut out the person in the second row. Went into the third.
He was passing to the invisible man there. The touch judge has more chance of catching that one. Yeah, just didn't quite get it there. He's had a big game and he understands that. Pass selection, not great there.
And Iestyn Harris, well, he can't sit still now, can he? I mean, this is their whole campaign, their preparations. They've managed to play all three of their games. One in Cardiff, one here in Wrexham. Next one
just push up and
in Neath. If they don't come up with a win in any of them, well, certainly the first two, it is going to be crushing. Crushing for him personally and crushing for Welsh Rugby League. Now Kopczak, the captain.
Move on! Go.
I just don't know where the points come from.
And that's the thing, Vossi. We're looking, I'm thinking, right, who's got the spark here? We've seen Patrick have his moments. Frizzle early in the game was really creasing the line.
Kopczak, now the run, knocked down, picked up by Offerdale. Front rower on front rower. And Mark Offerdale thought he was away for another World Cup try, as he did against the Cook Islands. Paulo knows that this is just a massive chance to drive a sword into the heart of Wales here. Paulo gets up pushing the two. Hey, the two captains, what a go. And Priestley charges through, links up with Clint Newton. Newton scores a double. The son of a golfing champion, born in South Carolina. Oh, cue the fireworks. The boys in the Stars and Stripes are way on top.
Well, Priestley's the architect here. It's not Paulo. They're fighting in the middle. Jordan James just touches him. It's not a game of touch. He runs straight past Jordan James Priestley and found Newton on the outside. And how much does it mean to these Tomahawks? Priestley was straight past the front row there and gives the ball to Newton, who won to score an easier try in his career. Well done, Priestley, but I think it's all over Red Rover now, Vossi.
Well, there is 16.5 minutes to go, so there is enough time, but how do they turn it around? Terry Madison, you know, we've joked about the White House, but maybe they will get a White House reception. Maybe someone will hear about this. And suddenly, Rugby League steals a headline.
Can you just move them to the side? Wales, move to the side, please.
Where NFL rules of the football codes, where baseball and basketball and ice hockey are the sports they talk about. Who's this new kid on the block? Well, as I told you, they were invited to the '54 World Cup. That was after that 1953 tour of the All-Stars. They came down under. It was a wrestling promoter who gathered a group of men to come down and play the game of rugby league, and they were pretty much run into the ground. But they had massive crowds. They had one crowd of over 60,000, you know, at the Sydney Cricket Ground. The people came along just out of curiosity. Who are these Americans? And I've got to say, it's probably the same reaction here today in Wales. The height of this American side.
Well, they've been given a tough ask, haven't they? 3 games in 9 days. They've taken the challenge, haven't they?
Mike Dimitro was the name of that wrestling promoter, 1953, the All-Stars. Maybe we can add that to the Tomahawks' names here. Solowai takes the first run back. 24 points to 4, a match that Wales led 4-0. And that has been their lone joy. And that was in the opening quarter. The try to their centre, Christian Reutz.
Bring it back. Wales here, 8.
11 metres away from their own line. It is there for the Tomahawks to lose. What about Offerdale now?
Release him!
Well, the Americans are growing a leg, aren't they? In the ascendancy. That was a forward pass.
Well, that's going to help Wales, but the first charge here by Offerdale, he strode through. He's worried about them finishing, you know, finding it tough on the turnaround, but Offerdale's running like he's a 16-year-old centre now.
Time.
14 and a half to go.
You
I'm just about to prepared to say they have to score this next set to get the comeback going. If there's going to be any sort of unlikely comeback,
yep, I'm with you.
This set here is the big one for the hopes of Wales in the World Cup.
Okay, put in. Out.
29 metres away from the line. Reutz has the first run, but back into the meat of the Tomahawks defence. Budworth takes them left. Kopjak will take another one. And quite brutal, the defence of the Tomahawks. No chance of Kopjak offloading as Luani drove in hard. White to Evans. Evans has threatened at times, but never able to beat more than one. And he did it again there. 10 metres away from the line. Budworth goes short this time. And Ben Flower doesn't get to the line, but they're awfully close. They want a second try. White and Seamark. Frizzle is there. Priestley's onto his back, the halfback. Newton there as well. Welch was there in defence. Last play it is. The Americans clean it up. Freed gets across. Line drop out to the Tomahawks.
It's like you said earlier in the game, Mossy. Once the Americans get one score on, they grow a belief, their energy becomes better. We're in this game, we're in the quarterfinals. Let's keep our defence going real strong. You've got to do reasons to take those kind of actions away from the Americans.
Yeah, I didn't look at their travel itinerary, but I guess, you know, they play their third game, and if they're knocked out, they disband, they go all on their own way.
Clint,
but
just make sure
you seal a quarter-final spot today, and then you get the travel plans in place. They'll be back here to play Australia in the quarterfinals here at Wrexham.
Well, they were booked out of their hotel on Friday. I know that. I was talking to Terry Madison.
Yeah, there you go.
You're gone. I thought the referee earlier. You're a goner. See, mate. You're not playing well enough.
Well, at the moment, can you book me a table over at the Plus Cop for 2 weeks' time for the quarterfinal? I'll have a steak. Budworth, and there's a penalty to Wales.
Well, speed the tempo at Wales. Come on.
19 metres out. No mucking about. Just take the quick tap when you can. Budworth wants to do that. The men in red come again, but now there's only 13 minutes remaining. And 20 points the difference. Budworth gets to dummy half. Right side for White. And then for Evans, it's over the sideline. And the Wales play has just not happened, bar probably a 5 or 6 minute period in the first half. Outside of that, you just haven't been able to flick on a switch.
Just over here, Wales. I'll keep an eye on him, mate.
They are down and almost out.
Yeah, let me control. Come on.
Well, we've just seen now the Americans creaking with cramps, and Wales have been anywhere near here. You'd back them in, but they've done the job, the USA. You have to say that. They got around the field. Paolo's been instrumental again. You can't take your eyes off what Priestley does for the team, and then those senior blokes. That's Flower with a great carry there.
Just make sure we're bound. I'll call out.
There's the execution on the fringe. They create the extra man. They go at the line and.
Okay, arms around.
Evans. Nowhere near.
Okay, put it in.
It's been a tournament so far and many highlights, but this is a major disappointment, the performance of Wales. It's one thing to get beaten, but it's another to really not come close. You know, I told you about Terry Madison's simplistic approach for his team.
Wait for it.
Just play to the best of your capabilities and we'll see what happens. And, you know, Wales won't be able to come off the field and say they played to anywhere near the best of their capabilities. So Priestley and these bench players, Samoa the little bloke, Hifo, Lavulo, Soloi,
well, haven't
they have contributed. That was Hifo with that run. Offerdale here on the right-hand side. He is really, really strong. He's backed up a great first game at the World Cup. In fact, he made the team of the week from the first week of the competition for his effort against the Cook Islands. There's the little run off there down the hill and into the gully.
Wait till they get back.
And now it is time to sprint back to the 20, but he's got to wait for his teammates to get onside. 11 and a half to go. And still we wait for a second Wales try. You know, there's probably betting agencies around the place that are putting up big prices about Wales getting another try. Maybe there's not going to be another. We're in commentary trying to give you a sense of anticipation that there could be a comeback. But now I'm not so sure. Jordan James, 5 metres inside the Tomahawks half. They're slow getting away there. Ben Cummins allows them to disentangle themselves. Budworth with a ball. He is 37 metres from the American line. No real fluent play across the back line. White, double dummy, now gets through. Over the top it comes, and Williams now inside. Williams is only 13 away. Williams not held, no, they'll go back and play it.
Last one.
Couldn't hear it over the top of the crowd that suddenly found voice. Last tackle for Wales. White's kick, looking for Elliott Keir, right in the corner. Wales have got the ball, and the scrambling defence of America does it again. Matt Peterson.
Peterson's experience, and Paolo helped him out there. Keir with the clean catch, who leaps above everybody else, but two experienced blokes there. Oh, gosh, get that in here.
Back here, back in on. Hold.
I think that was a Tomahawk missile coming up to make the tackle from Wales. He's got the wrong jumper on. Just took his body into the legs. So 10 minutes to go. And Wales need at least 2 tries to then try and push it to get an unlikely victory.
Right here. Go.
And America with Paulo wide, it comes for Welch, and Taylor Welch on hands and knees
Back here.
as they work their way through this set. Kick will come on the next. Clint Newton, 2 tries today, big moment for him.
Right here, mate, right here.
Last play for the Tomahawks.
Go.
Luani to the right side. Priestley's going to kick from inside the 40. Bit on it too, but on the full to Evans. Reese Evans, bit of space to run it back. But there to meet him. Taylor Welch first.
Hold it, hold.
And that scoreline is 24-4 as another minute passes by. Now there's only 9 to go. And there's no singing, there's no chant among the fans. The flags are down and hidden under the seats as Budworth runs off for 10 and 15 and 20.
Back here.
Inside the 40,
Go.
America's into the field, Frizzle. And Lupton into first receiver. White decides to go short. The American defence, a defensive pattern that has the outside men moving up quickly. And Wales failing to get past the edge. Again, White with a ball, and there's another pass that just is below the knees. How many of them have we seen? It's hard not to be critical. White is hurt. He's down for Wales. Kick goes up from 40 metres out. Big kick it is. They've called for it. It's ended up with Taylor Welch. The Tomahawks have the ball, and now there's only 8 and a bit to go. This is Beretta for Ramo.
2, release. Hold now, hold here.
Winner of Group D. So play Australia in the quarterfinals.
Up 9.
And Peterson took that run. And now the lock forward, Daniel Howard. And pushed back. It's not going to be enough for Wales at the moment. Luani on for Hefo. Last tackle for the Tomahawks, but this is all they got to do. Get to the end of the set. Now the kick will come from Paulo. He'd be happy if it even goes over the dead ball line. Just kick as long as you can. Fielded on the bounce by Keir for Wales. Links up with Evans. He's going to try and bring all the men at the back in the line. Williams comes back in field. He's over the 20. A little bit more daring from Wales there. We haven't seen much of that. Keir's come across to take another run. Opportunity for White. Then on for the lock forward. He's offloaded. Flower still on for Wales. One of their best attacks of the day. And Webster tackled 5 inside the Tomahawks half. Now they have to swing it back to the left side. But the run is taken straight ahead by Patrick. 30 away from the Tomahawks line. 7 minutes to go. They are down by 20. They've put it down again, and the groan and the ahs of the crowd. And their heads drop.
So many good things in that set, didn't they? Got forward, a bit of a shift play, creating opportunities, and then Elliott Keir gets clean bowled. All 3 stumps out the ground. Hits his chest and ball on the ground.
Wow. I just don't want to look at the error count now for Wales. I don't want to look at the number of passes that are on the ground. It will not make good reading at all. I don't think anyone will want to watch the match back. The bench is restless.
Yeah, just
24-4.
Arms around, thanks, US. Okay.
6.5 to go. And they're not even coming close. Against a team representing the United States for the first time in a Rugby League World Cup. The Cook Islands win was a big moment. The win down in Toulouse in the warm-up was big. Knocking over the French.
Yeah, the signs are there, weren't they?
Back here, back here.
There's a few amber flares got up about this USA team.
They've got over 1,300 registered players in the States.
Give me space.
And when word filters through that they've won 2 out of 2 here, there's going to be toasting of the Budweiser today. Eddie Pettybourne up to halfway for the Americans. Go. 5 tries to 1 as well. Don't forget that. There's only been the 2 conversions. 5 tries to 1 is convincing in anyone's language. Last tackle, Paulo. He'll drive it towards the sideline. Wind down that clock again. 5.5 to go. Smart that touch play. Of class.
Smart play, touch of class, game awareness, game sense. 2 games in 4 days, roll the ball out. We've got a score that they're going to get nowhere near. Walk to the scrum.
Time. There.
Crowd here today, by the way, just over the 8,000 mark, 8,019. But look at the faces, and you feel desperately sorry for them because the opening match at Cardiff, the performance was scratchy as well. They hit the front just after half-time, but from there, the Italians, wave of emotion, they were the ones that finished off strong. Now they've had a full week to get ready for America, and they started poorly. They warmed to the contest, but it was only a very limited time. And the rest of the game has been frustrating to watch. Well, here's a run. There's open pasture. They have to finish it off, and away they'll go with Reutz. He needs to bring it around. Reutz will score Wales' second try. There is 4.5 minutes to go. It's 24 to 8, but they needed that 10 minutes ago. Reutz has a double.
Well, it's good hands. Good hands from Lupton. Keir comes across from his wing and puts Reutz away. Nice early ball. Just has to slide into the corner, Christian Reutz. Used to doing that here in his home ground of the North Wales Crusaders. But where's it been, Mossy? Where's this type of play been?
Well, there's been 2 attacking rushes in the last 5, 1 on the right-hand side and 1 on the left. But I think that's, apart from the try they scored, that's the 3 clean breaks they've made in this match. White wants to get on with the conversion as quick as possible to make it 24 to 10. But 14 points in 4 minutes. They need to score straight from the kick-off. And even if they scored after that, I think the clock beats them. So we're talking absolute miracle. At least it looks a little bit more respectable. 24 to 10. But it's going to be a very solemn dressing room, I dare say, here in Wrexham.
I'm not holding the game. I'm not holding the game.
Nice finish on the play, but does it mean anything in the scheme of things? Probably not.
Just make sure you're behind here.
24-10, not far away from getting the match underway between Italy and Scotland at Derwin Park in Workington. Wales have their second try. They've got to attack. It's got to be all-out enterprise now. Dare I say, to quote an American football player, it has to be Hail Mary stuff now. The quarterback throws the Hail Mary play. They've broken through again. Patrick over halfway. Evans in support. Evans is inside the 30. 3.5 to go. Budworth. White now inside the 20. High tackle on White. And allowed to continue. 15 from the line. Big line left if they can get it out there. White was slow to his feet. To centre field they come with Flower. I don't think one out running is what they need here. You've just got to make that ball sing. The Wrexham fans are entertaining themselves. There's Lupton. Now he feeds it out. Evans has got it. Gives the winger some early ball. Williams knows his way to the try line. He's 4 metres short. Last tackle for Wales. Evans. Lupton going to kick. Goes low under the post. They will score. I think it's Big Walker who has scored. They'll check it with a video referee, which is not such a bad thing because it stops the clock. With 2.5 to go, they will sprint into position. The kick was almost an afterthought. At 24 to 10, Phil Bentham to rule on this one.
Just check it.
Just pause it on the foot, please. Pause on the foot. One more frame, please. And again. Okay. Just take it back so it's right on the foot. It's the point of contact on the foot, please. It's pretty tight. That's the one. That's the one. Okay, the guy immediately to the right, in the centre under the post, looks as though he's onside. Further to the right are offside, and the guy immediately right to him, which is number 2, is also offside. So I'm looking at the guy under the post, please. I'm pretty sure he scores. There's nobody waiting for the ball. So let's just roll it through, please.
That's right.
Yeah, he's the one that's onside. He's the one that's onside. We need to check the grounding, please.
Well, I think the grounding's going to be fine.
Yeah, if we could just pause it on the grounding. It's not a great shot, that one. If we could just do that again.
We are dotting I's and crossing T's here. Ben Cummins' legs are in front.
That's a try. It's going to come up there,
Give it anyway. Yep, let's get it on. White's already got the ball on the kicking tee.
Best to take in all the information, Pete.
Talk about leave it late.
Best to do. Yeah, well, he'll let us know. He'll confirm that.
Unless someone can sling the timekeeper a huge amount of money and wind the clock back somehow.
Right there.
The clock is now going to beat Wales. They're going to be 24-14 and then 24-16 in just a moment. Confirmation on the board. White just has to bang this over. Take another one. 2.5 to go. There it is. 24-16. Well, if only this come 10 minutes ago. Now the crowd's up. Now I can see Welsh flags everywhere. Suddenly the crowd's 20,000 here.
Just left it too late to shift the ball around a little bit, haven't they?
And the Americans tied as we expected on the short turnaround. Now that I see that angle, I don't know whether Walker's put down is all that clean, really. But anyway, that's by the by. The big fella's got one.
In the record books now, Vossi.
21-year-old. So here we go. 2 minutes to go. And they have to score in the next few tackles and then forfeit the shot at goal and then score straight from another kickoff. That's the miracle that they require. There is no point if they were to score here taking the shot at goal. So forward goes to try score a Walker. Almost up to 90 seconds to go. Man of the match for the Tomahawks, not surprisingly, Joseph Paulo, the 5'8", and well done to him. He's one of the stars of the tournament. But right now we see if Wales can do it. White out in front of Evans. A pass hits the grass, and Tangaloa doesn't get to it. But now there's just over 1 minute remaining, and Wales are back inside their 40, giving their fans just a sniff. And that's all it is. It's nothing more than that. It's nothing they can touch, the comeback. Last tackle for Wales. Dare say their last play to do anything. The kick through. They've got the bounce. The centre has passed it. White's got the ball. That's come off Peterson. Play on. Flower with the ball for the corner. Flower's taken down. Well, it came off the legs of Peterson. You could have almost said 6 to go. There it was, the kick off the leg of Peterson, but I guess you've got to say not actually played at. And Flower hits the ground. Wales finish with a flourish, but it's not going to be enough. And watch for the American celebrations when full time comes.
They do look out of juice now, don't they? The Americans are giving everything. First 3 quarters of the game, got themselves a real comfortable lead on the back of some ordinary Welsh play, and then the last 6 minutes Wales have come to life. And if only my auntie was my uncle or something, I don't know. I really do.
Thank you for explaining that. Pettybourne gets the cramp. Wow. The United States, you would have to think they are on their way to the quarterfinals. They can just about carve it in stone that they're going to be back here in 2 weeks' time for a quarter-final showdown against Australia. Quite incredible. Well done to the fans that put on the show here at Wrexham today. But in all honesty, it's a dark day for the Wales Rugby League side. Beaten by America, 5 tries to 3 and 24 points to 16.